Thank you, Mr. Chair. So in order to be eligible for a waiver, all you have to do is be on a free and reduced lunch program. 45% of kids in the state are already on free and reduced lunch. Are you saying that we should basically take taxes from the whole state and give them to the kids who represent the 55% of those who aren't on free and reduced lunch?
We are guaranteed by the Constitution a free education as one of our rights, and it is no longer free. We're really targeting the people that are just above that free and reduced lunch.
An opportunity provided by the state to take the SAT free of charge would be greatly beneficial to many lower-income families, and not only taking the SAT once, but having the opportunity to take it again.
So right now we're at the state capitol. We had a public hearing on two bills that my third period AP government class wrote.
We've been participating in Capitol Classroom, so we all decided to come down today to testify on a bill that we've been working on for the past couple weeks.
We drafted two bills and submitted it to the state legislature.
For those of you who want to go onto the legislature's website, you can also sign in electronically there, and I can show you how.
My class that I work with at TVW is Lake Washington High School. Mr. Dawson's class in high school civics and government.
Explain why you think the bill is important, explain how it applies to you, and explain how it could apply to kids in the future.
We were originally just looking to maybe support current legislation that was going through, or try to maybe oppose a current legislation. But there was really nothing that really jumped out to my students that they could really get behind.
Yeah, we originally didn't know that we could create a bill, and then with talking with our lobbyists, we found out that we could create a bill, and we were really excited.
We mainly just discussed in class what we thought would be reasonable, but also something that we felt passionate about and we could have a good stance on because of the fact that we're high school students.
And they kind of went with, is it us getting university prepared part of basic education, and if it's not, should it be? And that was the genesis for them writing the bill.
An email address, and they would like a number for contact.
This is not what I expected. When I joined up with the program, I was expecting just to kind of meet up with the lobbyists to be able to talk about some policy and how things work in Washington state government. But as the process went on and as the program went on, this opportunity just kind of snowballed and just steamrolled, and it just became this wonderful thing of where my students really got this hands-on experience of, wait a second, we're just normal people, but we can actually be involved in the process.
How many actually applied that didn't get funded? Right, so what the big ask.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome. We're going to move to House Bill 2962 for a staff briefing.
You know, I was emailing representatives. I only got responses back from 2 of the 10 I sent out. They were both like, yeah, it's a little late, but maybe next year, maybe we can talk. Michael Moran gets on, I email him like, yeah, it doesn't look like it's gonna work. Within 5 minutes, he was like, all right, so-and-so is representing your bill. We're gonna have it written up, we'll get back to you. And it was like, wow.
The students went to their home legislator who declined introducing the bill. And Representative Louis Bosoco was kind enough to be the prime sponsor. A lobbyist gets a bill heard. My job with this class was to get their idea before a committee.
You understand, though, that this money just doesn't come from nowhere. These are people's taxes. And so, you know, everybody in the state pays taxes. And then we're going to take some of that money and we're going to give it to the kids who don't qualify for free and reduced lunch. So these are the kids who need it the least. Is that your intent here?
The state in the Constitution claims that without regard to caste, all students should have equal educational opportunities. When I went to a required college interview in November, the interviewer told me that all of the candidates she had talked to had SAT scores above a certain threshold. These tests are no longer distinguishers, they are baselines.
I've spent $335 on taking the SAT and reporting my scores. If I take the 2 AP exams at the end of the year, that will increase the cost to $519.
With the fee for the SAT or the ACT, that becomes a barrier to a student considering college as an option.
I just want to thank you guys for coming down here and speaking on behalf of the interests of every student in the state of Washington, not just a select few. Thank you.
Right now, as far as I'm aware, the current session for the bill has ended, so it cannot be considered as of right now.
And finally, TVW and Michael in particular, thank you so much for the engagement. This program that you are a part of has been running for a few years here, and I think it's a pretty cool deal.
But we hope that in the future, these bills will be influential in affecting future legislation.
Because in the real world, with lobbying and with policy stuff, these are multi-year projects, and hopefully next year's class will pick this ball up and carry it again another couple of yards.
I think the Catholic classroom definitely taught me how to express my voice in the political process. Anyone can come to the Senate for a public hearing, sign up and express their opinions, and they will be listened to. They don't have to worry about being ashamed for expressing their opinions. So I know that going forward, if I have an opinion on a topic, I can come to my state legislature and express my opinion.